So I made a video the other day. It's called the Dak Prescott Film Analysis. And I want to be very, very clear. There are a couple things I said in that video, and I completely stand by them. I completely believe everything I said. I'm going to list them off. Dak Prescott's good at reading defenses. He's got good habits. He's great at taking advantage of blitzes. But he struggles to throw the ball downfield. He has an accuracy problem. And sometimes Dak Prescott does not step into his throws when pressure's in his face. It hurts his accuracy occasionally. Everything I just said, completely, 100% still believe, agree with, nothing has changed. I stand by those comments. But the video could have been even better. The topic could have been better. The more I watch it, the more it bothers me. I go, man, like, I don't know. I just, to me, I didn't do a good enough job explaining how I reached the conclusions I talked about. Really, it feels like a video of me just saying a bunch of opinions, like a video essay, saying a bunch of stuff with footage playing over it. I don't feel like I broke down and explained and talked through enough evidence. I didn't go into enough detail, and it bothers me that that happened. It's not my best work. It doesn't feel good. And these are my own standards. I just know that I can do better. No one, surprisingly, actually, people like the video. No one's come after me and said, terrible. No one's attacked me I get attacked a little bit from every video I make, but no more than normal. I've actually, it's been fine. But my own standards, I watch the video and I go, that's not good enough for me. And just to be clear, again, I don't want anybody to twist my words. Nothing in my opinion about Dak Prescott has changed, right? Nothing. Everything I said in that video, I believe 100%. My issue is I wish I'd provided more evidence. I wish I'd shown more and talked through more plays and said, this is why I believe what I believe, rather than just saying what I believe. To me, my Dak Prescott film analysis feels kind of like a stain on my resume. I've been trying to do a film analysis topic for every single episode of the podcast. And I've just accepting recently that that's not entirely possible. You can't. I'm going to do it as often as I can moving forward. And maybe there are times where I do 3 episodes in a row. They all have film analysis videos. That'd be awesome. But maybe sometimes we're going to go 3 episodes in a row with no film analysis videos. Because guess what? It takes time and you gotta do it right. So I want to be very clear. I am not open to suggestions from anybody. I have a plan. I don't want to hear what your plan is. I have my plan. I'm going to release film analysis videos when they're completely done, when they have as much detail in them as I want, and when I feel good about it and I feel like it's ready. I'm not going to force anything out early. And I want to make an analogy that works for me. I'm really inspired by this brand, Toyota. It's a car company. And this is not sponsored. I just know someone who works there. Toyota is extremely detail-oriented. And if something isn't ready, they don't rush it out. They wait until it's fully finished before they release any product. They're never first, but they really care about quality. And that value speaks to me. I care about quality. Some companies rush out products. They put things out before they're ready and before they're done. Bethesda Software, the people who made Skyrim and Fallout, it's a video game company, they released a product before it was finished. Recently, they released a video game called Fallout 76. And it wasn't ready. They sold people a buggy, broken mess that was not ready to be sold. Toyota doesn't do that. They're dedicated to quality. I know how much this sounds like an ad. I wish it was. But I find that inspiring. Full disclosure, I drive a 1995 Toyota Corolla, has 288,000 miles on it. Car runs great. I'm impressed with the quality. And the patience of that company really inspires me. I go, oh, how cool is that? There's no rush. They're like, if it's not ready, it's not ready. We're not putting out, if our car model isn't ready, we're not putting it out. When they put out new lines of cars, they perfect it before they release a new model. I should have taken an extra day before I released my Dak Prescott film analysis video. I was in a hurry. I had a Kyle Loxley story I really wanted to get out. I wanted to just share it with everyone so I could get that message out. It was important to me. And what happened was I rushed out a product that wasn't finished. And if I'd taken my time with my Dak Prescott film analysis video, it would have been better. I could have talked through all the plays that led to the conclusions I reached. The video was 12 minutes. I mean, other than the end, there's like that end where I go, subscribe, share, Patreon, yada, yada. Other than that last little part, the video is like 12 minutes and 40 seconds or something. That should have been 22 minutes. Should have been longer. Should have had more detail in it. And so I just, maybe someday I'll rectify this. Right now, I'm burned out on Dak Prescott. I'm working on another quarterback now. I wanted to, there was a point where I wanted to put out a film analysis video every single episode of the podcast. And my competitiveness, I think, got the better of me. And in the future, I'm going to be more patient. I'm going to change my approach. Again, haven't gotten much hate. I know I can do better. And I think, I wanted to talk about this because I think openness matters. Being very honest and say, hey, this is a situation, an issue I'm feeling that I want to discuss. I wanted to bring it up. I try to discuss my failures and my shortcomings. And I think it's the only way to move forward when you screw up. So I just want to say, I plan on doing better moving forward. The other day I watched my Josh Rosen. I was doing an interview with a Dolphins podcast, and I rewatched my Josh Rosen film analysis video, and man, this is so detailed. It's so awesome. It was so good. And so in the future, I'm going to aim for a mix of the pairing of the detail of my Josh Rosen video with the polish of my Baker Mayfield video. Somewhere in the middle between those two is exactly what I want. And I wanted to talk about, hey, that's my new goal for the show. That's my new goal for stuff. I really, you can't really ever give enough evidence. And in a 22-minute to 25-minute video, there's only so much you can put in, right? I'm not going to make a 45-minute film analysis video. That sounds terrible, and I would turn it off after. I think 22, I'm not going to put a time limit on it, but 45, hell no, that is not the goal. So I'm not perfect. I can't do everything. But I do know that the Dak Prescott video was not detailed enough for me, right? It should have had more evidence and should have had more of me walking through and talking through the decisions that Dak Prescott made that were good and showing more of the plays that I didn't like, and I should have done more and had more detail, and it didn't. And I will do better in the future. I love my job. I am so in love with my job. I love what I do, and I want to be even better at it. I want to keep improving and get better at my job. I've been doing this for 2 years, and I think that after 10 years, it's going to be like, oh my God, I'm going to go back and watch this video now and be like, what an idiot. He's in a basement wearing a dumb shirt, whatever. Like, I think the show is going to get better and better and better, but I wanted to communicate that I want to be better, and I want to do a better job. And I'm glad I learned this lesson now, but my film analysis videos are going to be even more detailed moving forward. And I just thought my Dak Prescott video is like the black sheep in the family. I look at it and I'm just not as proud of it as I am everything else. It just doesn't feel good to me. I'm like, that video is not like the rest. So I'm going to do better moving forward.